Hey everybody, my computer's been broken, which hopefully I'm getting back very soon, but the only filming capability I have is this one-shot take on my iPhone, so I'm going to let Sarah take the reins this week, and I will see you guys next week, and have a good week.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
I have a huge test on February 9th that I've been studying for, and I've been having to read books about history and politics and language and everything you can possibly imagine. And I've been coming across a few interesting tidbits that I wanted to share with you. I'm especially interested in the things that explain why we say certain things that we say and where some of the things that we say or do come from. So I'm going to share some of them with you. I may be one of the only people who doesn't know this, but the phrase sour grapes came from one of Aesop's fables, where a fox tried to reach for some grapes over his head repeatedly, and when he couldn't get them, he walked away and said, "Oh, they're probably sour anyway." The narcotic morphine was named after the Roman god of sleep, Morpheus. We all know 3 sheets to the wind means drunk, but a sheet is a line on a ship that controls the sail, and if it's not secured, the sail flops around and the ship loses control. So if all 3 sails are not secured with the sheet, then it's completely out of control. The liberal arts are an area of learning that cultivate general intellectual ability rather than technical or professional skills. But what I just found out this week is that the term liberal comes from the Latin word liberalis, which means suitable for a free man, which means the liberal arts are things that people who aren't slaves study. Clans in the olden days, as I like to call them, whenever they wanted to get rid of someone but they didn't want to kill them, they burned their house down. And this gave birth to the phrase that we use, get fired. Hershey's Kisses are called that because the machine that makes them looks like they're kissing the conveyor belt. The phrase, "it's all fun and games until someone loses an eye," is actually from ancient Rome. During wrestle matches, the only real rule was no eye gouging, so the only way to disqualify yourself was to poke someone's eye out. The Sanskrit word for war means desire of more cows. The term "the whole 9 yards" came from World War II fighter pilots in the South Pacific. The machine gun ammo belts measured exactly 27 feet before being loaded, so if they fired the whole machine gun load at a target, it got the whole 9 yards. The X's that people sometimes put at the end of letters was actually a thing that started in the 11th century. Lords would sign letters to other important people and put a cross on it and kiss it, meaning that they were faithful to God, and the cross kind of rotated to turn into the X that we use now. Really, Jasper? Hopefully you found these as interesting as I did, and also hopefully we'll have Kayelee back next week. I know I miss her, and I'm sure you guys do too. So until next week. This is why Kayelee makes me follow the script.